Hi everyone, we are back and we are going to be making mini pancakes and then we're going to be throwing them in a bowl as if it's cereal and trying that out. I've always wanted to make this. It was kind of trending during COVID and I never got to it. I did make the mini pancake trend, which is awesome in itself, but I really wanted to give this a shot. So I think this could be something fun that we could do together. So let's dive into it. I'm in full-on cozy pink pajamas today, or whatever, sweats and sweatshirt, and I'm taking a break because I already had a morning with work that was woof. So let's get into it. I have all my ingredients listed here for you guys, and I will go down the line and read everything for you. Excuse me. So the first thing that we need is butter. So I am going to go in with 1 tablespoon of this butter. I'm going to cut it just 1 tablespoon off, and we're gonna melt that or soften it up in our microwave, okay? And this is more of a single serve recipe as well. So if that helps anyone to know if they wanna make it for themselves or if they wanna double it, you know, do that accordingly. So we got 1 tablespoon in our bowl. We're gonna pop it in the microwave. I'm going to start with 30 seconds. Do the same. And we'll see how it looks then. And you can keep your butter out because we will use some of it to grease the pan in just a few minutes. So leave that out. The other few things you're going to need is some type of milk. Obviously your measuring cups and whatnot, a spoon, a fork, an egg, baking powder, some sugar, and flour. So those are the few things you can start getting out if you want to make this pancake cereal with me. We're just starting off with 1 tablespoon of butter in our bowl, guys, and this is a single serve recipe for anyone who's joining on. So if you want to double it or make it more for more people, then you're going to have to do that accordingly. We did the 1 tablespoon of butter. The next thing we're gonna go in with is our milk. So I am using coconut milk today because that is what I have on hand. So I am gonna go in with 3/4 cups. And I have my measuring cup here. 3/4 cups is gonna be mixed in with our butter, okay? So throw that in there, 1, 2, 3. Guys, you could use any milk that you have on hand. It does not matter. So make sure you mix this up now. You got your milk and your butter. The next thing we're gonna throw in is our flour, okay? Milk, butter, and I'm just crossing off everything as we go just to make sure, you know, we don't miss anything. Actually, before the flour, let's toss in our egg really quick. Crack this guy open. I'm gonna throw this out and wash my hands quickly, guys. You know how I get with the hand washing during these videos. Can never be too safe. So we have 1 tablespoon of butter melted, 3/4 cup of milk, and 1 egg. We're gonna need to grab a bigger bowl now that we have all of our wet ingredients mixed. You can move that milk aside. That will be the milk we'll use for the cereal in a bit. Let's get another bowl, but we need a big guy. Let's see if we can get this down. That's what happens when you're really short and you can't reach anything. All right, so we got our bigger bowl. In this bowl, let's go ahead and get our flour. Oop, whoops. That almost went right into our bowl. Okay, so we have our small bowl with all our wet ingredients. Now we're gonna take out our flour. I'm using Heckler's Unbleached. I set a few different options for you guys. And I'm going in with 1 cup, but I'm using my 1/4 cup, so I'm gonna put 4 of these in just for reference. So 1/4 cup, 1/2 cup, 3/4 cup, and 1 cup. By the way, guys, if you want to use another flour, no problem. Any traditional all-purpose flour will work. If you don't have all-purpose flour, you can probably substitute with a gluten-free flour of some choice. Just make sure you've used it before and you're up to date on how much baking powder needs to go in with it and whatnot. All right, so those are your few options there. Then we're going to dive in with our baking soda, I would say. So get in Get your tablespoon ready. Actually, let's go in with our sugar because that's the first one that we have on our list. So I'm gonna use my tablespoon, I believe. And the recipe calls for 1/2 tablespoon. You could do a 1/2 tablespoon or a full tablespoon, whatever you prefer. But I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna do about like 3/4 cups tablespoon of sugar. Throw that in with your flour and you can put that sugar aside. I'm using the Domino sugar. That's the classic one that most people have. Then we're gonna go in with some baking powder. We need 1 teaspoon of baking powder for this. So I have my teaspoon out. I'm gonna throw this in with the dry ingredients as well. And also guys, if you didn't know, adding a little bit of salt to every recipe that has sugar in it really helps to bring out that sugar. So I just add in a little bit of that. And we are all done with ingredients. So that's it. Let me read this one more time for anyone who just popped on and didn't get them. 1 cup of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/2 tablespoon or 1 tablespoon of sugar, a little bit of salt, 1 egg, 3/4 cups milk, and 1 tablespoon of butter. So that's the recipe we're working with today. Before we combine the wet and the dry, let's mix up all our dry ingredients. So we have the flour, the baking powder, the sugar, and the salt. Mix that up. Make a little bit of a well, which just means to make a little bit of a hole in the middle of that dry ingredient. And we're gonna pour in our wets. Alrighty. Now mix everything up. Here's what you're gonna do. Here's what you got. Mix everything up. In the meantime, you could put on low heat for your pan, okay? Mix, mix, mix. You want it to come into a nice consistency, a nice, you know, regular pancake consistency. And you can leave your tablespoon or teaspoon out because that's what we're gonna use to make the mini pancakes. So here's what my consistency looks like so far. This is my first time making this recipe. I'm gonna add just one more pinch of milk because I would like it to be a little bit looser, but you do not have to do the same. It really is just a preference. And I just added in a little splash. But these look like they're gonna come out really thick and creamy. Well, the batter looks creamy. They're not coming out creamy, but this looks really nice and creamy. So that's what your batter should look like. I'm gonna take a little bit more of butter off the top of this and I'm gonna coat the pan with it so that the pancakes don't stick. So just swirl that butter around. Doesn't have to be a lot. You can use your olive oil spray, your avocado spray, whatever spray you guys have, use them. I just don't condone the like Pam sprays. I think those are toxic. I say this in so many videos. I think they're so bad for you. So just, I would stray away from those. And sorry, I'm just letting the butter slowly melt so it runs on the whole pan. If it's taking too long to do that, you can take a spatula and kind of help to spread that butter across the pan. That's always just a little tip that I do when I get a little lazy of waiting. All right, so I'm gonna flip the handle so it's that way, and I'm going to start to make these pancakes. I'm gonna be using my 1 tablespoon, and I'll just go in with that amount, and I'll just kind of give a little push, make sure it's in a circular, you know, shape. And I'll just make a few on this pan, as many as can fit. And we will then let them cook as a regular pancake. But we obviously aren't gonna treat them like regular pancakes. And I know you can't see them just yet, but hopefully once I put some more on in this direction, you'll be able to see them. I might move the camera a little bit for you. But again, just use a small tablespoon or a small spoon to make these little pancakes here. And they don't have to be perfect, guys. It's just for fun. Oh, it's really tough for you guys to see those, huh? Let's see if we can move the camera just a bit. Here, I'm gonna move this just a little bit closer. There we go. So they literally look like little just droplets of pancake batter, and that's okay. I'm gonna put this in the sink. That's our dirty dish that had all the wet ingredients. You can put all this stuff, push it back because we don't need that. You can keep your milk out. I'm just shaking mine up because it was a little frosted from being right under like the ice part of the refrigerator. I don't know if that happens to anyone else. You could keep your butter out just in case. You won't need this guy anymore or your teaspoon. You just need your tablespoon and your batter. And you could take out another bowl to prepare, oh, and your spatula, of course. You could take out another bowl to prepare for the cereal itself. I'm gonna use this really nice open dish so I can really see everything and enjoy it. And everyone, just give it a few minutes. Let's see if this little light helps. Nope, that doesn't do much for you guys, does it? But let's give them a few minutes. If you like your pancakes light, then definitely flip them. That one's really light still, so it definitely needs a little bit more time. But I can add one more to the pan. And guys, this definitely takes a little bit longer than making your regular size shaped pancakes because they're mini and there's more batter. That means that needs to be used up. So it's gonna take a little bit of time, but just be patient. The ultimate idea for anyone who doesn't have time to stay on with me, what we're gonna do is we're making these mini pancakes. Once they're made and cooled off, we're gonna put them into this bowl and we're gonna literally have it like cereal. We're gonna pour over some milk, maybe a little maple syrup. You can throw in some chocolate chips, whatever you like, fruit, anything, blueberries. It could be something super cute and fun. Yeah, but I think this was like a trend at one point. It was like make everything mini trend type of thing. And I never got around to doing it. It was like make everything in like mini cinnamon rolls and like mini waffles, mini pancakes, and everyone was just making it into like cereal. It was so cute and it was trending all during COVID. And I was like, when am I gonna have the time to make this? I had plenty of time. I don't know why I never did, but yeah, now felt like a good day to do it. I'm home alone. I felt like it was a nice day to kind of just enjoy some pancakes. Yesterday and today on the East Coast have been super, super cold. It's literally about to be May. I have no idea what's going on, but literally freezing. So yeah, it's like a cozy breakfast type of day. I'm not interested in anything cold, although I may make a type of, I don't know, maybe a green juice later when I get a little bit more warmed up, but I have the heat on. Literally, this feels so nice right now. So yeah, I went with the cozy breakfast because of the temperature. But has anyone who's on live made these before? I would love to hear your feedback on what you think about them. And guys, if you don't want to make these, if you don't want to make this into cereal, you can literally just eat these as regular small pancakes. I've done that before too, and it's like just fun to have it's like a silver dollar, but smaller than a silver dollar. And there's something so cute about small food. I don't know if anyone agrees with me, but that's how I feel. So these are the shapes of the pancakes that I'm working with so far. If you could see a little bit more up close, they're still very white, so I'm gonna let them cook more. And I'm gonna kind of push them to one side of the pan. And on the other side, I'm going to just put a little bit more butter down, nothing crazy. And I'm going to, part of the wrapper just fell in there, whoops. I'm going to add some more pancakes over here. Again, guys, this is definitely something that takes a little bit more time, but not too long, so bear with me. Otherwise, go ahead and make your own bowls for breakfast and enjoy them. This could be made into like a really just fun, even smoothie bowl. You could do so many options with these guys, so take it away, be creative, add in your favorite fruits, your favorite everything. Shut this off because it's not doing anything for us. But they're definitely sizzling a bit, cooking up. Let's see if we have anything else at the end of this feed. I think it's just these towels. Yeah, I literally am obsessed with these towels. I always share them on Amazon Live. They come with obviously the checkered ones as well, but all of those are in the wash because we use these every day. And I really like to, after I use one for a day, I kind of toss it in the laundry room. I'm very, very picky when it comes to that stuff because I always feel like you just don't know what you touched that day. Maybe you had egg on your hands, just always safer than sorry. So I like to have a lot of kitchen towels, especially for how much I cook, just to make sure that everything's clean. But these are coming along nicely. Let me give you a little sneak peek. So these are cooked, these are still cooking. And again, guys, if you want them to be more brown, you can totally wait for them to be more brown. I like my pancakes really white. Like I have been this way since I was a kid. I'm trying to give you that good, like this light never helps me, I'm sorry. My kitchen light, I don't have natural light in my kitchen, so it's a little bit harder. But yeah, I've always really liked my pancakes really light. I remember as like a kid, I'd be like, Dad, can you just like kind of leave them uncooked? He'd be like, what? No. But now that I'm in control, no, I'm kidding. I obviously cook them fully because it's dangerous not to, but I definitely eat them on the lighter side. And obviously the more the pan heats up, the darker they do get. So it just takes a little bit more time, but just be mindful that, you know, you want to cook them a little bit longer, or cook them a little bit shorter, depending on what color you like them at. And just keep going with your batter. Again, you don't have to eat all of these at once, although it was a single serve recipe that I found online. You can save some of the pancakes. This is how much batter we have left. So you could save some of the rest of the pancakes for the next day. So far, I already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in this little bowl. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cooking here. So once these are all cooked, I'll throw them in the bowl and I'll show you what we're gonna make with it. And I'll make the rest on my own because I don't wanna bore you guys. But like I was saying, while these cook a little bit, I have some blueberries somewhere. That could be really fun to throw in some frozen blueberries that you let them frost a little bit. I might do that. Still deciding. You could throw in some maple syrup as well. Honestly, I don't eat strawberries because I'm allergic, but like strawberries I could see being really, really good in this for some reason. I don't know why, I just feel like they would be so good. So yeah, that's kind of just some ideas of how you can make this fun. Ooh, I just flipped that guy on the other. Oh, you poor thing. I'm like the worst flipper, and I've made pancakes my entire life, and I'm just still not an expert flipper. I kind of just like toss it up, and I'm like, hopefully it falls in the right spot. My dad used to make me and my sisters pancakes every Sunday, or my grandma did, depending on if we went there with him. When my mom would go to the gym, she's like a big gym person, and she would be gone for like several hours, and my dad would just have a full-on day with us because it was the day he didn't work, obviously. And yeah, so pancakes have a really like warm spot in my heart. We used to do Bisquick all the time, but obviously I still use Bisquick when I'm home a little bit because it's always in my childhood home. But I always, you know, love making pancakes, you know, from scratch now, for myself, for my family, because it just reminds me of childhood. So I think this recipe especially will remind me of childhood because they're like mini guys. So I'm just super excited about this. Good morning from Ricky. I like to cook blueberries into a syrup for pancakes. Wow, that sounds really good. Can you tell me how to do that? I'm not even joking because that, I've never heard of that. Do you mean like a blueberry syrup then to pour on top? That I've heard of, but I've never done that, and I would love to know how to do that because I might do that today. Wow, that sounds freaking amazing. But these are coming out nicely. They're just cute little guys. They're not perfect in shape, you know what I mean? They're gonna go down your own throat anyways. If you're making them for a guest and you want them to be perfect next time, you can use like some type of, I don't know, they sell like a circular thing you can put on the plate. You can fill the pancake, you can fill it with the batter, excuse me, and then you can remove the thing and it will make a perfect circle. But I'm more of a just like go with the flow, like they are what they are. They don't have to be perfect. But if you are making bigger pancakes, my secret that I found is just using like a measuring cup, and that always does the job for me, yeah. Like just using the measuring cup to fill with batter, put it on the pan, obviously, and it will come out very nice and circular. All right, so these look like they're pretty much cooked. I'm gonna throw them into my bowl as well. I'll finish making the rest of this pancake batter when we log off. Let me get rid of this, some garbage. I'm gonna wash my hands quickly, okay? Like I say, you can never be too sure. And then the whole idea is to, look how cute. Oh wait, Ricky just answered. It's easy, yes. Thank you so much for your answer. Just dump the blueberries into a pot on low heat with a teaspoon of lemon juice. Ooh. Use a potato masher to mash them up as they cook and add sugar and bring to a boil. If it's too thick, you can add a little water. Ooh. I think I might do that, guys. That sounds really good. I'm just reading it one more time. So just dump. Okay, so guys, if you want to make blueberries into like a syrup, we just got some awesome advice from Ricky, who is commenting right now. He says just dump the blueberries into a pot on low heat with a teaspoon of lemon juice. I have lemons, so that's perfect. Use a potato masher to mash them up. I do have one of those. As they cook, and add some sugar and bring to a boil. If it's too thick, you can add a little water. Perfect. I'm going to be doing that later. I'm not going to be doing it now because I have to hop off and go back to work. But that is so awesome. I'm excited to make that. Here's my pancakes. When I'm ready to eat them, I'm going to be pouring over some milk. I'll actually just do it now for you guys. I'm going to pour over with some milk as if it's cereal. Whatever amount you want. You can pour in some fruits, like I said, and then I would just dive in. I'll have one while we're on here. Why not? I like when my pancakes, like I used to dip my pancakes in milk. So I really like that concept. You can use a spoon, you don't have to use a fork. It's really whatever you like, but it's really good because they just get like, kind of like cereal. That's the whole concept. Sorry for the obnoxious chewing. But it's really good. It would be even better with some like syrup or the blueberries on top, so I'm definitely gonna do that. Thanks guys for watching. I had so much fun. Yeah, they do look delicious. They taste even better. Oh my god. I love this. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. I really shouldn't talk with my mouth full. Thank you guys for watching. Go ahead and make this. It was the funnest recipe to make. Probably not even a right word. But Ricky, thank you so much. I hope you have a good day too. I'm literally going to be making that when we log off and I have some time today. So I'll try to do another video where I share that if I like it. Thank you again, guys. Have a good day and we will talk soon.